These holidays are a time to enjoy with our families. Nothing can be more devastating than the tragedy of losing a loved one due to impaired driving, especially during these holidays. Our state troopers will be doing their part to keep our highways safe. We ask that you partner with us and make the right decision by not drinking and driving. You know, when we say drive sober or get pulled over, we're not just saying that, we mean it. Stay safe and have a joyous holiday season.
Just how serious is the problem of drunk driving, particularly at the holiday time?
You know, this is the one time of the year where people have that one drink. They go all year long and they have that one drink. And it's just about enjoying the season. You go to so many different parties and they just say, you know, can you just have one drink with us? Well, that one drink adds up. And even that single drink impairs someone when getting behind the wheel, especially someone that's not drank before. And when you don't add food with it, all the factors involved with drinking and driving or having that one glass of alcohol, then you make that mistake and you get behind the wheel of a car. And that's where we find fault. That's where we have our problems out there. It's that person that has that drink and decides to not let someone else do the driving. And we just encourage people. We're not telling you don't have a good time. We're not telling you not to drink at all. We're just asking that when you do so, when you are impaired, let someone else do the driving. We can either take you somewhere that you certainly don't want to go, or you can get home safely. And you can get home safely by letting someone else do the driving. This is a joyous time of the year. This is that one time of the year that we spend so much time talking to individuals about drinking and driving. It's because we see so much devastation at this time of the year that involves impaired drivers. It's a joyous season. We want people to have a good time. We want people to enjoy the true meaning of this Christmas holidays and New Year's. We want to do so safely. We're going to be doing our part. And the bottom line is we tell people, look, stay sober. Don't drive when you've been drinking. Well, we mean that. It's a message that we don't take lightly. It's something we take seriously, and we get that message to the public. Simply let someone else do the driving when you've been drinking.
If someone is pulled over and stopped, what are the penalties?
Well, the penalties are severe. You're going to lose your driver's license, your ability. You forget sometimes until you lose something how important that driver's license is. When you don't have it and you can't use it, you're almost back to before you were 16 years old when you couldn't drive a car and you wanted to so badly. Well, you can't do it by law at that point. You're going to lose that. You're going to pay a hefty fine. You could serve jail time, and God forbid you could hurt somebody. So our message is clear. If you've been impaired, if you've had anything to drink, let someone else do the driving.
Our safety message for the holidays is simple and direct. Drive sober or get pulled over. The Highway Safety Commission is providing extra funding for almost 60 law enforcement agencies during these holidays. Their job is to conduct special patrols and checkpoints between now and January the 1st, dedicated to getting drunk drivers off our highways. In addition, many other law enforcement agencies have volunteered to join this effort. Spending the night behind bars is a sure way to spoil your holidays, and there's a good chance that will happen to anyone who's arrested for DWI. Last year, officers in Louisiana made almost 30,000 DWI arrests. We want you to enjoy these holidays, but don't include drinking and driving as part of your celebration. And remember the name of our safety campaign, Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over. It's more than a slogan, it's a fact.
What are the consequences if someone is pulled over and they have been drinking?
Consequences are severe. First off, your car is going to get towed. You're going to have hefty legal fees. You're going to spend the night in jail. Most importantly, God forbid that you actually kill or injure someone.
What do the statistics show about the percentages of drivers involved in accidents that have been drinking as opposed to those that are completely sober?
Research shows that even one drink directly affects your ability to make decisions. It impairs your ability to judge time, speed, and distance, and increases your chance of being involved in a crash.
Your best advice for people during this holiday season?
Plan ahead. If you're going to drink as part of your celebrations, don't drive. Have a designated driver or be prepared to call a friend or a cab.
You know, I've been a law enforcement officer for over 33 years, and it's so difficult. The toughest thing I've had to do as a police officer is to go to somebody's house in the middle of the night or the middle of the day and tell them that a loved one, a member of their family, has been killed in an automobile accident. And to sit there and add the point that they weren't wearing their seat belts, they were impaired, something that could have changed that effect of that crash, that's where it gets to the heart of the situation. You know, you've got to be proactive. You've got to have a plan. And if you go out to a party, if you know you're going to be out somewhere where you're going to have that one drink, or you're going to go to several different parties, and each one you're going to say, please have one drink with us, well, have a plan. Have the ability to call a cab. Have the ability to call someone else to come get you. Don't make the mistake of walking out of that house, walking out of that party, and taking those keys and getting in your car and driving when you know when you've been impaired. Because the bottom line, even one drink causes you to misjudge, whether it's distance, whether it's things in front of you, it blurs your vision, all those things that add up that can cause a traffic crash. And when you add alcohol to it, it just makes it that much worse. You're going to go to jail. You're going to lose your driver's license. Heck, towing your car in and of itself is a hefty fine. And then the ability and the shame of seeing your name in the newspaper, your friends and everyone knowing about it, and then go before a judge to get a penalty. It's just so simple. Call a cab. It's just so simple. Call a friend. Call somebody else versus the state police or your local law enforcement. Somebody stop you on that side of the road and tell you, ma'am, sir, have you been drinking? And you know you have.